It's past midnight, but a lot of students are still awake. These are students of medicine. They are leading a very challenging life. Most of them will get up by 6 in the morning. A lot of them don't even get 4 hours of sleep on most of the days. For them, a full sleep is a luxury. Although they are students of medicine, they don't realize the importance of sleep. We sleep almost one third of our lives. It's an essential requirement for good health. What exactly is sleep? Sleep is a naturally occurring altered state of consciousness which is characterized by decrease in awareness and responsiveness to stimuli. Sleep is defined as the natural, easily reversible periodic state of many living things that is marked by absence of wakefulness, loss of consciousness of one's own surroundings, accompanied by a typical body posture such as lying down with eyes closed, the occurrence of dreaming, and changes in brain activity and physiological functioning. Brain is active during sleep. Humans spend roughly one third of their life sleeping. Sleepiness, cognitive performance, and quality of life, they are overlapping aspects of day-to-day living. A network of brain areas are involved in both sleep and also in maintaining wakefulness. The most detrimental consequences of sleep loss can affect our brain and the various cognitive functions that it supports. Now, sleep is of two types. Rapid eye movement sleep, also called as REM sleep, which is marked by intense brain activity. Then we have something called as non-REM sleep. The non-REM or NREM sleep typically consists of 4 stages. Now, stage 1 is the time of drowsiness or transition from being awake to falling asleep. Stage 2 is the period of light sleep during which the eye movements they stop. Then there are stages 3 and 4 which are also called as slow wave sleep or SWS. Now, it is the deepest phase of non-REM sleep. Dreaming and sleepwalking can occur during this phase. It is thought to be important for memory consolidation. Now, about light sleep. Now, despite its name, light sleep is no lightweight when it comes to your health. It's a key stage of sleep that deliver benefits to your body and brain, including codifying memories and boosting creativity. It is also important because about half of the time when you are asleep, that makes somewhere around 50%, it is spent in this stage. Light sleep actually occurs in 2 stages, non-REM stages 1 and 2 sleep. Now think of non-REM sleep stage 1 as falling asleep. During this time your muscles relax, your heart begins to slow down and your body temperature dips. Your brain waves slow down, moving from a regular rhythmic pattern to one with less frequent, less regular waves. Stage 1 sleep usually only lasts only for few minutes. Non-REM stage 2 sleep makes up the bulk of your non-REM sleep. During this stage of sleep, your muscles relax. They may also jerk. Your respiration and heart rate slow down. Your body temperature drops and your brain waves also slow down and increase in amplitude. Deep sleep, also known as slow wave sleep, is the body's most rejuvenating sleep stage. Now, during deep sleep, which occurs in the third non-REM sleep cycle, your body gets busy repairing and restoring many systems from your brain to your muscles. During deep sleep, your body slows way down. Your heart rate and breathing are at their lowest rate and your muscles are fully relaxed. Your brain's electrical activity slows down into long slow waves, also known as delta waves, hence the name slow wave sleep or SWS. It's difficult to be woken up during this stage, and if you do, you can expect to feel groggy. Typically, deep sleep occurs within an hour of falling asleep, and you usually get more deep sleep during the earlier part of the night. During REM sleep, as the name suggests, your eyes move rapidly behind your closed eyelids. Your heart rate speeds up and breathing becomes irregular. Brain activity also speeds up, mimicking brainwave activity while you are awake. You may also experience irregular, jerky muscle twitches as you dream, and it tends to be more difficult to wake up during REM sleep. To protect yourself from acting out dreams, your body can also experience a loss of muscle tone during REM sleep. Research has shown that REM plays an incredibly important role in both emotional health and learning. Furthermore, getting enough REM sleep may help mitigate potentially negative emotional reactions. So, sleep is really important, and especially for those who wish to look in their best form. So, they better watch out on their sleep because it is the nature's way of keeping one's beautiful and glowing. Actually, during sleep, our body delivers fluids to those organs and tissues that need replenishing while removing excess fluids from other areas. Now, sleep deprived people often have under eye bags. It can even lead to dark circles around one's eyes. It can also lead to premature wrinkles and sagging of the skin. Sleep also plays an important role in our hair growth. Insufficient amount of sleep can lead directly and indirectly to conditions of loss and thinning of our hairs, and in extreme situation can even lead to baldness. This is because the disruptions in sleep cycle can have a significant effect on the hair follicles. That's where the hair growth is initiated. Now, sleep has a very strong connection to the overall health, but a lot of people don't realize that. They have their own notions about sleep.
7-8 घंटे की नींद सुनने में ही अच्छा लगता है, लेकिन मैं एक नर्स हूँ। सब जानते हैं हमारी लाइफ कितनी हेक्टिक होती है। मैं तो जैसे तैसे करके 5-6 घंटे ही सो पाती हूँ। रात को 12 बजे सोना, सुबह फिर 5 बजे उठ जाना। लेकिन मुझे अपना डेली रूटीन फॉलो करने में ऐसा कभी कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं हुई।
Getting just 1 hour of sleep per night won't affect one's daytime functioning. Now, this is a complete myth. Effect of sleeping 1 or 2 hours less per day may not be noticeable, but it can affect one's ability to respond quickly and think properly. It also has a negative effect on one's cardiovascular health, energy balance and immunity power.
मुझे कॉल सेंटर में काम करते हुए 2 साल हो चुके हैं। हमारी ड्यूटी तो शिफ्ट में होती है, कभी मॉर्निंग शिफ्ट तो कभी नॉर्मल शिफ्ट तो कभी नाइट शिफ्ट। हफ्ते में 3 बार तो शिफ्ट ही बदल जाती है। मुझे खास कोई मुश्किल नहीं होती। मुझे लगता है वक्त रहते बॉडी एडजस्ट कर लेती है।
It is a myth that one's body adjusts very quickly to different sleep schedules. Now, if the change in sleep timing or pattern is sustained over a week, the body may adjust to this change. However, if this pattern changes just over a day or two, the body may not adjust to it, resulting in adverse health effects. Now, this also holds true in case of traveling across several time zones.
I am a first year MSc student. We have classes in the morning followed by our clinical postings which go on till evening, followed by which I have my assignments to write and my upcoming exams to prepare for. Because of this, I am not able to get a complete sleep. To compensate for this, I sleep a little extra on Sundays.
Although this sleeping pattern will help relieve part of sleep debt, but it can have an adverse effect on one's sleep-wake cycle. If one follows such a practice, then it can get much harder to go to sleep on Sunday nights at the right time, which will make it very difficult to get up early on Monday mornings.
मैं इंट्राडे ट्रेडिंग करता हूँ। जाहिर है स्टॉक मार्केट है, बेहद अलर्ट रहना पड़ता है। टचवुड मुझे तो फ़ायदा ही फ़ायदा हुआ है, क्योंकि मैं हमेशा अलर्ट रहता हूँ और उसका राज ये है कि मैं नाइट में हमेशा एक्स्ट्रा स्लीप लेता हूँ।
The quality of sleep is important, but it is really important to pay attention to the quality of sleep also. Otherwise, in spite of 8 to 9 hours of sleep per day at night, one doesn't feel well rested. So, what happens when we are deprived of sleep? We start yawning, we experience fatigue, there is lack of motivation, we become moody, there is a lack of energy and we start feeling down. We face problems in concentrating, we face problems in remembering things, we can even start overeating. It can also lead to apnea, narcolepsy, hypersomnolence disorders, sleepwalking, nightmares, night terrors, restless leg syndrome, teeth grinding, groaning, insomnia, and many other sleep disorders. So, it is better to ensure that one is getting proper amount of quality sleep. Sleep deprivation can have dangerous side effects. It can make one accident prone, weaken one's immune system, and may lead to weight gain, depression, cognitive dysfunction, high blood pressure, type 2 diabetes, and various kinds of heart diseases. Ghrelin, also known as the hunger hormone, is impacted by sleep patterns. Research has shown that sleep patterns influence ghrelin. Sleep deprived adults tend to have higher ghrelin levels, more hunger, and less feeling of fullness compared to adults who get 7 to 9 hours of sleep per day. Our sleep patterns also influence another hormone called as leptin. During sleep, leptin levels they increase, telling your brain that you have plenty of energy for the time being and there is no need to trigger the feeling of hunger or the burning of calories. But when you don't get enough sleep, you end up with too little leptin in your body, which through a series of steps makes your brain think that you don't have enough energy for your needs. So your brain tells you that you are hungry even though you don't actually need food at that time, and it takes steps to store the calories you eat as fat so you will have enough energy the next time you need it. The decrease in leptin brought up by sleep deprivation can result in a constant feeling of hunger. During sleep, your immune system releases proteins called as cytokines. Certain cytokines they need to increase when you have an infection or inflammation or when you are under stress. Sleep deprivation may decrease production of these protective cytokines, thus compromising on your immune system. So lack of sleep make one more vulnerable to certain viruses and bacteria. To put it simply, it means that one gets more prone to catch a cold or flu when one is sleep deprived. People with insomnia have greater level of depression and anxiety than those who sleep normally. Disrupted sleep can alter brain activity and neurochemicals that affect a person's mood and thinking. Sleep deprivation leads to mental disabilities and emotional state which can result in mood swings. Poor sleep quality and sleepiness they are independently associated with poor achievement at school in children and adolescents. When we are in a sleep deprived state, our focus, attention and vigilance they drift. That makes it more difficult to receive fresh information. It has been found that acute and chronic sleep disturbances can be related to poor psychological functioning such as impaired cognitive performance, memory related issues and even depression. According to researchers, abnormalities in sleep cycle can be linked with neurocognitive consequences which can range from performance decrement, slower response time and decreased cognitive abilities. We know the importance of sound sleep, but how to ensure that we get sound sleep? First of all, don't let problems bug you all the time. You can assign a particular time for issues that are currently bothering you. That way, you will generally have a positive and constructive approach throughout the day. Make a plan for sleep. Set a bedtime for yourself that will allow enough time to sleep. And make sure that you stick as closely as you can to your sleep schedule on weekends as well. Never go for a nap after 4 p.m. Eat and drink 2 hours before hitting the bed and avoid drinking coffee at night because it can delay your sleep by 40 minutes. Avoid cell phone, computer, TV in the last 30 minutes before you sleep. Optimize your bedroom environment by considering factors like temperature, noise levels, room light, etc. Unwind and lighten yourself by meditating, reading a book, taking a hot bath, listening to relaxing music. Sleep is as essential to our daily needs as food and water. Sleep deprivation can affect skin, hair, general well-being and can lead to obesity and risk of addiction. It can lead to serious health problems. So never take your sleep lightly. Keep up your vitality. Life without health is like a river without water.